to say that I spoke about his children, and he knows because they have reported everything on my page. I cannot post to defend myself. I cannot post and say I've never spoken about Pat Genty's children on my live. I cannot post. So he's taking advantage of that. He's using his resources as a large content creator and silencing my voice. Who's she speaking on? What do you mean, Darcy? Oh, I got you responding. He's using his content, his large following, to lie on me and silence my voice. I cannot. Oh, okay. I cannot respond because I cannot post right now. So he is exactly eyes on the sky. He's lying on me. He's literally saying that I'm speaking about his children, which I've never done a day in my life, nor would I ever do, because I can hold with the truth about him and stand 10 toes down in the truth that he is a danger to Black women. All women, to be quite honest. I think in my heart that he has a disdain for women, especially Black women. Yes, they reported both of my accounts. So I cannot post on any of my accounts at this point. So I cannot post and get my voice heard unless someone comes in my live, which is stifling for me, because he knows that me posting will get traction and people will be able to see that I'm saying, no, I did not say that. Me either, Darcy. I have blocked him a long time ago. Once the reason why I even responded to Pat at that point is because he came on a live that I was in and started to attack me verbally. Otherwise, Pat has been talking about me for at least 2 to 3 weeks, and I've never responded to him. The only reason why I am now responding because it's getting like he's a stalker at this point. Amanda, let me ask you something. You don't know me, but tell me, what videos have I ever reported? I'm not a coward. I actually have facts. Right. Who has, I don't have to report you when I can block you.
Are you allowed to do that? No, so fire me. Please, it'll be my birthday present. Got your flowers. Oh, good. Ours is blank. I know.
And for him to take that, he's violent. And that's why I call him a violent demon.
All same height?
Because he is the master of lies. He really doesn't have a point. He cannot come to me and say anything to me directly. So he creates a storyline because his story is better than the truth. And the truth is simply this. Pat Genty is a violent human being, and he's unsafe for Black women and all women. And no woman should be sitting in his live. That's the facts. That's my opinion on the matter. And I have watched him abuse Black women before. Why would I go to his live? Didn't I just tell you he's violent? Doesn't that seem foolish? He's a violent human being. I welcome him to my live. I know I'm safe in my space. I know I'm not safe in his space because he's violent. And I only will speak to facts. I wasn't allowed to speak in that live. When I tried to address him, I was silenced.
You're right. I was. You saw the exit. How can I walk on this? I'm curious, what is your theory? Some people have a very high threshold for pain. They can take it. Might try. But any doctor will tell you it's impossible. Besides,
I was silenced in Nuggets Live. When I was addressing Pat directly, I was not allowed to address Pat directly. And I respected her live. That's what happened. Thank you. Thank you for the hugs and the love. At the end of the day, what I'm recognizing is this app is not about truth and honor and respect. It is about the biggest liar. He has no content unless he's abusing someone. And I realize I can't, and what I'm realizing also is I cannot keep doing this either. Because I know that he loves this. This is his entire life. Sitting on live, talking to people, and getting validation. And it's sad. And what I'm realizing is all that time that I felt like,
she says I don't get it. Well, I think maybe she's right. What don't I get? I don't understand. I can't tell.
hi. All that time when I think I would believe that I was supporting him because he was being attacked. Now I know that he creates stories. He's a liar. He creates stories. He's a liar and he creates stories that does not exist. And they snippet the videos together and use my voice for things I'm not saying to that particular situation. That's scary that he would even take those measures. Because really the fact of the matter is, yes, very much out of context. Really, the fact of the matter is that he knows he's a liar. And he cannot speak truth and own any room. He has to play the victim so he can have an opportunity to beg for money. Because he couldn't survive with truth. The truth of the matter is, Pat, I came to you as a mutual of yours, privately asking you to have a conversation with me. And you refused to. Instead, you went on a campaign from content creator to content creator saying that I was talking about you, which I never did. You wasn't man enough to come and ask me directly because you could have asked me the source, but you chose to do it the way you're doing it. And as much as in Juju, they did the same thing with Juju. And you know what Juju did for me? He said, hey, Ray, is there a problem? Is there anything going on? I said, no, Juju. I said, I was just explaining to everyone that at this particular time, because people have asked me to come in your live and Pat's live and numerous other people's lives. And I'm saying right now, I feel safe in my live and I'm going to remain in that. Juju said, no problem. And he left. He was like, I just was making sure we good. That's what a real man does.
My fear is irrational.
And no, I'm not questioning if he's a man or not, but you understand that statement. That's what somebody who's actually done some shadow work and evolution and is not a puppet. And I realize he doesn't have an original thought of his own because someone is always telling him what he can and cannot say on his own live. But at some point, Patrick Genty, you have to start trying to make your mother proud. Because I know your mother wouldn't be proud as a black woman that you're doing this to black women. It's no way. He constantly is causing trouble, constantly creating a narrative, constantly lying. I think back to all the times that I was sitting in that live being manipulated, thinking he was the victim when he's the instigator. They can screen record for him. All they're going to do is screen record and lie, because they know for themselves. Let me tell you something about honorable people and people with facts. You know what they do? They speak truth. They don't have to finesse a video, make it look like something it wasn't, because they know that the words that come out of their mouth has some validity and has some power. When you don't have validity and you don't have power, you make up things. Yes. It's being reported, so it's like people are not being able to come in, but that's what it is. You don't have a leg to stand on, really. I know who I have to reach out to. I have to reach out to a good friend who has a platform with 1 million people so I can be heard. He's a violent human being towards Black women, and we have to acknowledge that. And I don't know about a lot of you, but I used to be in his lives supporting him, and I gave him a second try. And what I recognize now is I was wrong. And I'll admit that with the full chest. I was wrong about him. He been lying to us all. He just been lying. Diablo. I think he's listen, the devil. Yes, I did. Little Red, I did. And I cleared my mind. That part. He's not saving any Black women. He doesn't even save us on the internet. He puts us in hostile situations and uses us so he can get money and cash apps. Right? He's not dragging this narrative. Speaking your truth is not drama or penny. Exactly. It is terrible. Pat Genty, Coco, is now saying that I was talking about his children. He has sketched a video, put it together, and he's a violent human being. Yes, I would never do that. Never in a million years. He's an evil human being. And he knows that I cannot post and respond to it. He's not thinking that. He's accusing me of that. He's creating a narrative that is untrue. He knows I can't post, so I can't defend myself. That is his whole narrative. People are talking about my children. Nobody's talking. I would never talk about anyone's children, period. I would never. Exactly. He silenced my voice in his live when I was trying to address AK. Yeah. I'm not even, you know what? I never mentioned his children. I said some people are up here for likes, and some people are up here for likes and money. If you are up here for likes, at least feed your children, meaning to say at least get paid for it. That's noble. I can understand if you have to feed your children, and so that's why you're up here creating drama. That's what I said. I never said anything about his children. And someone tried to say that, and I corrected them because I know how that goes, the rumor mill. And I said I would never speak about his children. I would never, ever, ever, ever speak about his children. It is disgraceful. I've explained that over and over, how I would never do that. This is for him to get money. Oh, they're attacking me. No, you cannot use that against me. I would never say anything. You're a liar. Sympathy and cash apps. What is dishonorable to me is a person who uses lies. Which makes me think about all the time that he was attacking all those people and saying they said things about him and they probably never said it. And you would go in their lives and I'm listening to both sides. And these people would be like, I never said that about him. I don't know what he's talking about. And I'd be like, why would he make that up? Now I get it. He would make it up just to get paid. So he can go to Red Lobster and eat endless shrimps. I would never do that. Ugh. I've never experienced, like, this is some weird shit. Yeah, he wants to end the shrimps. He's hungry. He don't. I just like. I'm right now. I'm being funny, but it's just he's giving me broke. I can't make it without these. He's giving me. I don't want to work, so I'll abuse Black women and use them. It's giving. I need the support of Black women, and so I will only connect myself to Black women who have a little something missing inside of them. Because a strong Black woman would not hold space for what he's doing. A Black woman who's not anti-Black would not hold space for what he's doing to me. Because I'm a Black woman. The endless shrimps is important to him. And so he is right now creating a narrative so he can get a cash app. I have never mass reported him. I don't even care about him. And this is how much I didn't care about Pat, is he's been talking about me for about 2 to 3 weeks in different lives, accusing me of things. And I never followed up with him. I actually went to him as what I thought we had a sister-brother relationship. And I went to him privately and said, Pat, you are mistaken. I didn't say that. It's on. I post the message that I sent him. I even expressed how heartbroken I was and how painful it was that he was treating me like this. And he continued. The only reason why I confronted Pat at this point is because he came into Nuggets Live yesterday and tried to attack me. Well, actually attacked me. And he was allowed to do that. Receipts don't lie. And I don't have to sketch a video together and put my voice on certain aspects to make it seem like I'm saying something. No, that is a lie, Pat. I came to you directly and I tried to sit down with you because I thought you was something else. You reminded me of my father who struggled to raise me and my sister on his own, damn near. My father was a bisexual man. So I'm seeing you father your children. Your children don't look like they need for anything. It touched my heart and it left me with a soft spot for you. Pat's children look well taken care of, looked loved on. He looks like he's a wonderful father to his children. And I've always said that. From what I can see, he reminds me of my dad, who I longed for, and he knew that. Frying his chicken and cooking, and all of that is what my dad did with me. So I really did respect Pat. But that has nothing to do with the fact that now I have changed my mind about his character, not about his parenting. I think Pat is a wonderful father who loves his children dearly. And when I see him with his kids, it touches me. It really does. Period. Full stop. Let's talk about his character, though, when it comes to black women. We have seen him do this before. We have seen him do this before. We have seen him do this before. Attack black women. And every black woman that is connected to Pat, I promise you, the minute you stop donating, the minute you stop supporting his endless shrimps, is the minute you'll become me to him. And I know, Pat, I know for a fact that you miss me because I spoke life over you. I spoke life into you as a black man. That's why you've been trying to get me in your life. That's why you are so angry that you don't have access to me now. Say that instead of lying on me. Say that you miss me. Because I don't think you've learned those skills where you can just say, listen, I fucked up. I went off the deep end. But Ray, I'm sorry. Instead, you attack me by making up stories. You're sad. You are sad. You write easy on the eye. On the sky, eyes on the sky. It's money. Pat has direct contact with me. I went to him in the best way I knew how, and he refused to speak to me.
Feel the difference with Downey. I can't wait to get to this part.
I will not go into Pat Genty's live because I don't trust Pat. I trust me, and I know Pat will be safe in my live. And Pat can't come in my live because Pat needs a crowd to follow him. Pat needs a crowd to follow him. And I've blocked most of his people. So he's not brave enough to come in my live. I have already requested Pat to come in my live and he refused. So can we stop that? I'm a one-man soldier, one-man army, excuse me. But I got beautiful, powerful black women who stand with me every step of the way. And we see you. And you are weak without your mob. You're scared. You're scared. And I know that. Because when you come in here, I will speak facts and you will try to lie. And then I will correct your lie. And then you will try to lie some more. And then the story will end. And then you can't get your endless shrimps. Because nobody's going to pay for the truth. The soap opera is so much better. They Gucci. You can't get the endless shrimp without a Cash App. I know how you work. You just got here. You're late then. And I'm not mad at him. I'm actually concerned about him at this point from a psychological stance. Anybody who lives who believes that parasocial relationships are more important than actually interacting with real live people and spends 18 to 20 hours on this app, you should be concerned with him. For him anyway. He's very two-faced. He knows that he's safe in this live. I will speak straight facts to Pat. I won't go into the romperoo conversation. I'm not doing romperoo. I don't know if my mods are in here. I know he can't handle the truth. He rather the story tell. He rather the story that he likes to tell, the romperoo. Did I emasculate him? That's what I did. That's a big word. Do you understand what that means? Like, that's a big word. She who sleeps, right? Weird. They're weird. Right, Glamour? Like, what? Did you just use that word? Nah. I'm saying to Patrick Genty, come to my live and let's get to the nitty gritty of it. Otherwise, I will not even have conversation. You can make all the posts that you want about me, but now I know for sure, and at least 99 people in this actual live, and the hundreds that are looking outside just watching, they know that you make up stories. They know that you make up lies to get views and to get followers. You lie for that. You lie. You lie for sympathy. You lie. You are a liar. That's why I called you the devil. We grew up, anybody who grew up, we know that the devil does what? Kill, steal, and destroy. That's what you do.
Not only is that question that has fueled the second most successful fiction genre in all.
You can ask a question, doesn't mean you're going to get an answer. You are a liar. You kill, steal, and destroy. You have never built anything up. You have never manifested anything of prosperity. You are a liar. Look at you, sitting over there creating damage. You have already tried to attack. You literally attacking the transgender community and trying to say that I'm doing that. You're putting all those beautiful people in danger because you're mad. You don't care about lateral impact. You really have some issues. And I want to speak to you about your issues. I'm not going to talk about your listen. I want to be funny right now, but like Pat, when do you listen? I'm just going to say, Pat, you are a liar, and you are an agent of the devil. I identify you, and I am addressing you, the devil's agent. You are Satan's keeper. You are a liar. You steal, kill, and unalive people with your words and destroy things. You never lifted up a person a day in your life. You are the devil himself. You advocate on the behalf of the devil himself. That's what you do. I'm going to speak it to you. Yes, for them biscuits and them endless shrimp. Woo! The devil's a liar. I don't know if anybody ever heard that before, but the devil is a liar. Yes, plausible deniability. Hey, Candace, where you been, girl? You can ask, doesn't mean that you will get an answer. But make sure that what you ask is within respect. Or you gonna they already blocking you, see? I ain't gotta say too much. My mods. My mods. My mods. They discern spirit. You see, you on a live full of spiritual black women. They discern with the spirit. Every war is not of flesh and blood. Some things are about principality. Some things are spiritual. Yup. Get rid of her. People ain't listen. My mods are divine spiritual healers. My mods deal with spiritual warfare, just like me. We know when we're under attack. And this is spiritual warfare. I'm not playing here. I identify Satan, and I know what he looks like, smells like, and acts like. You walk like a duck, you talk like a duck. You are Satan. Get that. I'm not playing with him. Exactly. If they were coming, F-Flex. Hilarious. If they were coming from a genuine space, they just, right. You wouldn't ask, can you ask a question? You would literally just ask that. That was funny, right, Golden? What is SW mean? If let his mob in, y'all, because I'm curious what they could possibly say, because they know their demonic leader is a liar. Get in the listen. Don't be cowards. Don't get in the comments. Come in the box. Come in the box. See what you don't you cannot rumble with me. So come in the box. You want to rumble with the bee, huh? Right. Thank you, Nikki. Come in the box. I welcome you. This is a safe space, especially if you're a Black woman. I will not let them berate you. Come in the box, Black women who have something to say. Hi, Michelle. People misinterpret my language, my words. Eyes on the sky. You are mad about him asking for that money. Me too. Don't give nobody else a chance to be donated to. Always begging. That's what I see. T. Oh my gosh. Darcy, you have to be kidding me. Child. 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 Darcy, I feel you though, because he convinced me too. He convinced me too, Darcy, so don't feel bad. Now I realize he just lies. He twists your words. He tried to say that I'm talking about transgender women when I wasn't. I was saying that he's a caricature of Black women. And he uses his space and his mind, his disdain for Black women, and he makes us a caricature and tries to act like what he believes we look like, a caricature. All of the sass, I'm messy, I don't care, all of that. It diminishes us. That's what I said, and that's what I meant. But he tried to switch my words and say, oh, Ray is talking about I wanted. No, that's what I meant.
That's where I'm at.
I would never. You don't know the special place I have for transgender community. And I hate that he even had to try to manipulate my words, because that has lateral damage to transgender people. And I myself am part of the LGBTQIA community. And I also happen to be a Black woman in America. You're dangerous, Pat. Thank you, Taboo. I wish you could have gotten a box, because, and I want you guys to follow Taboo. He is creating a Discord, and I am going to go on his Discord. I want to do it the right way, and I don't know anything about a Discord. So if anybody has some information on that, but he is definitely creating a Discord, because he would like to talk about being a trans woman, being a Black woman. And we all know how unsafe it has been for trans women that are Black in this country. And that's why I feel so, what's the word? Disgusted that he even would try to pull that conversation into something that was kind of petty in a way, but now you're doing collateral damage. You're pulling transgender in this conversation. You are extremely dangerous. And what's scary to me is that I actually work hands-on with the transgender, and you're choosing to bring them up in a way that could cause harm to them and make them afraid of me. And I literally love them and support them 1000%. You don't understand the lateral impact of your words, because you react out of emotions. You have a humongous platform, and you could do so good with it, but you choose to be a liar, a disciple for Satan. This is real life. Thank you, Michelle. This is real life. These are people's actual lives that you are putting in danger by making those type of false statements. You are isolating transgender. You are isolating them from someone who could literally help them, support them, and show them the way to do whatever it is they want to do to their bodies, to become who they really were born to be. You have just isolated them because you are in your feelings and you do not understand the impact of your platform. And if you do, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. But if you understand the impact of your platform and you still said those diabolical words, you will lose that platform. You're going to lose everything, because you are harmful by nature. You are a harmful individual. Transgender women are dying on the streets, coming up missing, and you chose to use those words. I'm a Black woman, part of the LGBTQIA community, and you choose to attack me in a way that could put my life in danger. You choose to create a narrative that is false, that I am attacking you, a Black man that is bisexual, that I have adored. And I have said this in your lives, how much I adore the Father you are. And I'll stand 10 toes down. And I'll die on that hill. I have never questioned your parenting. I question your integrity. You are violent. You are violent. You are violent. And it would be nice, Mod, stop blocking for a minute. I noticed that your people are coming in here and they're violent just like you. Because truly, I don't have a problem with having a conversation, but I do not address people who lie.
He believed that sin and guilt and evil are all unavoidable aspects of being human. We are out of time, people. I'm so sorry.
They don't come in here for peace. They don't come in here for understanding. They come in here to create division and divide. My mods determine spirit. Coco, slow down for a minute. Don't block him or her or them or they. Want to disrespect anybody's, you know how they say themselves.
Hoping he could tell me where his girlfriend is, Lacey Daniels, and I was also told he works here on Tuesdays.
Listen, Cam, Vasquez, one, whatever. Let me see if you have enough people. Oh, block him, y'all.
I'm the editor of the paper, Professor. I just need to like his work. Lacey, it's Professor Winslow.
Yes, we will block you if you are violent and an instigator. We will block you if you don't have any following because you're not real. You're a troll. Coming in to spam my live. You're weak, Pat. Yes. I know you got this, Coco. You're a weak link. In the entire Black community, you are the weakest link. I know you got this. How do I figure he's a weak link? He attacks Black women on his app. He called one Black woman a fat B word. Come on. He literally has been on a campaign to disparage my name for two or so weeks. And I did nothing to him. That's a weak link, woman. Am I not a Black woman? Right. That's a lie. Everybody knows you're lying. Get him out then, Coco. You know what to do, Coco. I trust you 1,000%. I modded you. I have my mods and I trust them 100%. Pat, you're the weakest link, bro. And I know that all the content creators that you're connected to, the big ones, they don't respect you a tad bit. They don't respect you, Patty. You know that. You have to get permission to even post stuff on your. Who's they, Pat? You little puppet. They just tolerate you. Everybody, we all know it. Pat, stop lying. And the only reason why people stay in your lives most of the time is because you're a safe space to be toxic without no consequences. There's no to harass me. You're nuts. They don't ever support you anyway. You ever notice that? You get in all this mess and none of them ever support you. Or your friends. They just leave your ass out there by yourself. They don't support you at all. You better recognize, Pat, that you are the joke. You are the joke. You like, I'm going to keep it real with you. I adored you at one point, and I was just like, I really felt like you was my little brother because I'm a lot older than you. But I realize you are the joke. I challenge you this. With 1 million followers, get 50 to stand in the corner, stand outside and say BLM. I challenge you to get them to do that. I bet you can't.
Plus, I'm dealing with bleeding from uterine fibroids. Enter myfembry, a once daily pill for women.
You're performative. You have followers, not supporters.
Bleeding went down by 84%. Serious risks include heart attack, stroke, and blood clots. Don't take myfembry if you've had it.
You're a shame. I'm just calling you out. I'm speaking facts about you. You want to lie about me. I'm a little content creator. You came down off your King Genty. Like, if I had 1 million followers, I would not be harassing someone with less than, I think I have 10,000 altogether. You hit the nail on the head. He has enablers, not supporters. Facts. That's why I say he doesn't have supporters, he has followers. Because they follow some of them, and I suspect that a lot of them will be leaving you soon, Pat. I suspect that you are going to take a great fall. That's what I suspect is coming to you. Because something about the truth, it shines through. It shines through. That's what happens. Because I posted the fact that I reached out to you first. Hey, Ray, this is my backup. Who is, I don't know who this is.
What do you do when it's time to get the crew back together?
Oh, yeah, Pat is a tap dancer. Rebuke, remove, and move on. Oh, hi, Mel. Long time no see, girl. You lied on me, Pat. And you tried to tell people that I was attacking you about your children. I would never do that. And I don't appreciate that. You are the weakest link. And you know it deep down inside. Tonight you'll sit by yourself. And they'll be like, you'll know that I'm telling you the truth about this. And that's why you're constantly creating content around me. I challenge you to stop with your tap dancing boots. Stop creating content about me. Stop it and see how many people still follow you. Stop it and see how many cash apps you get. Without me, you won't have no content right now. And we all know this about you. Your content is messy drama and lies. And I'm calling you out. You're not allowed to bully Black women. I know you have to keep that lie alive because you tug on Black women's hearts. You know Black women are Mother Earth, and we get defensive when it comes to kids. But if you really, any woman that knows me and has followed me and been in my lives, you know that I would never do that. Stop it. Stop posting about me, Pat. Why am I a threat to you with 1 million followers? What's really good with you? That seems a little bit like You need validation from everybody on this app. Because I wouldn't matter. It's very interesting. I always say this. Oprah would never go to Wendy Williams and say, I need you to validate me. She just wouldn't. Do you understand that analogy? She would never. I know you think you're Oprah, but you're not. That's why I never came in your live. You could never hold me accountable. I know you think you're Oprah in that analogy, but you are not. I love Wendy Williams, but let's be clear, she's not Oprah. I acknowledge wisdom and understanding, and I liberate and I heal people. And you diminish and create toxic relationships and create drama nonstop. You and I are not the same. I guess that's a moneymaker, you know. He got 250 beans off of a beautiful woman that's in my live right now. I think he's that seems I don't know. That's weird for me. Yes, his narrative is division. He's not a kumbaya. He's not. And what's funny to me is anybody who watched that live while Miss Jones was in there, she was shaking in her boots. She even started to sing to comfort herself. And you laughed at her and said, that's weird. And she says, I'm just trying to comfort myself. And you thought that was funny. You're weird. That's a black woman, Pat. And you thought you were holding her accountable? You were trying to punish that black woman. That was a digital L word. It was a trauma response. They were laughing at her. They were laughing at her. It is a trauma response. And she explained that she was in an abusive situation where she yelled at. And so when she gets yelled at, she shuts down. She felt trapped. Did you ever check up on her, Pat, to see if she felt healed from your live? Because you keep on saying that was a healing live. Did you ever check up on that woman and say, did you feel healed after my live? When people told her she should leave her man as if they know anything about their relationship? I don't know. Receipts come from Walmart. Go find Walmart and get the receipts. These are facts. I don't need receipts for facts. She literally started doing coping mechanisms and started to sing, to soothe herself. And you laughed. That's awkward. You're disgraceful. And you can send your little trolls and minions. I'm going to call them minions because you are the devil. You can send them in here. And all they're going to do is be told the truth. They cannot defend a lie. They can try, but everybody who's anybody who's listening knows the truth. People are saying it was horrible to be in that live.
I'll see you at Lacey's, detective. What? I'll see you at Lacey's.
He went for, yes, Candace. He probably thought that I was a low-hanging fruit. You were wrong, Pat.
Well, if I can help you in any way. You know, I'm assuming that you've never read Whose Body by Dorothy L. Searcy Powder Honey? No.
Oh yeah, they're reporting. You know, this is what they do. Pat is a coward. So when someone actually speaks truth about him, he reports.
So upset with this amateur sleuth for invading his turf. It's just, it's kind of relatable, but it's great. I think you should read it. I think you'd like it. Yeah.
Is that the truth? This is not a kid's app. This is my page on TikTok, which is created for adults.
I'm not trying to step on anybody's toes here.
You're free to leave.
Really, I feel like there's this questionable character.
That's what I want to know. Since when is it a kid's app? And if this is a kid's app, why are you here? This is my page and I'm an adult and I don't speak to people who are less than 20 years old. So if you're in this live and you're less than 20 plus, please leave. This place is too dangerous for children. That's why children shouldn't be in adult spaces. This place is too dangerous. Too many pedophiles on this app. I can't even say that. So dangerous. It's not a safe space. Wow, that's scary. See? If you truly want understanding, what you would do is sit and listen.
Romance in Style, all new Saturday night at 8 on Hallmark. When you're traveling with 3 kids, pretty much everything they all know. Hi guys, welcome. It matters where you stay. Hilton for the stay.
Exactly. This place is not for children. This TikTok is not for children. My page is not for children. I don't want to have any engagement with a child. I don't want to talk to children. I don't want them on my lives. This is a space for grown-ups. That's how I feel. This is what I know. Children should not be corresponding with adults on this app. That is dangerous. Everybody, what state are you in? Don't tell me your real state, guys. What state are you guys in? Somebody get rid of that person. Because they coming in. Maine, New York, Mississippi, Cali, California. Listen, New York is in the house. Say what? Alaska, Oregon, Maine. A lot of Maine's Cali. A lot of people from Cali, Maine, and New Jersey, New York. New York is in the house. Say what? New York in the house. See, if I wasn't on this app, anybody from New York knows. When we start dissing, we hit you below the neck. You can't even take it. but they're too sensitive up here. And so I just would be in trouble all day. We don't play. So Pat is lucky that we on this app.